I think this is hilarious. Yesterday, I was really sick. And when I woke up, there was blood all coming out of my eye. That was the craziest thing that's ever happened to me. The reason I'm posting today, well, first of all, I have vegan friends. And they love videos. That's how I stay in touch with all my activist friends. I'm an activist too, I know. I'm kind of a dramatic person. Do I care? Not really. So check it out. I fed them 2 days ago, right? Well, no, yeah, 2.5 days ago. The tomatoes, all the babies, all the the medium-sized tomatoes, and all my seeds. Yeah. Trick. So this is how I did it. This one's a 1/4 teaspoon of the fertilizer, the feed for the big plants. This is for the babies. This one's got just a little touch, a couple drops. Now, I'm in the process of making my tea. Pennies compared to, I paid $20 for that bottle. That's too easy. So now I'm gonna make the tea. Everything I have proceeded to do or attempted to do, I have accomplished it. I better not take bragging rights though, because if I do bragging rights, something bad will happen. So I'm not gonna take bragging rights. But I'm gonna keep making these because there's so many new people. And beginners have different needs than epic, which we talked about that the other day. Epic people, baby epic. Because I ain't gonna say I'm not epic. We're epic. We're epic on a very different scale. So I fed those chilies. Test Bunny, and boy did it shoot up. And if you've seen this 2 days ago, you'd see the comparison. 2 days ago, not only did it increase by at least 1.5 inches or 2, but the leaves are just gorgeous. And you have to trust certain things. And so what I did is I thought, well, I have so many jalapenos and serranos that I might as well kill them. Why not? And I might as well test these bunnies out on the tomatoes. Those tomatoes were just a little bit spotty on the edge, which could have defeated us. Because if you think about it, it's like, what? It's a disease. No. You got to feed tomatoes. I like to call them maters, because in the South we call them maters. This had yellow spotting on it. Since the food, this came out. That tells me that this plant in particular, a tomato, it could be a chili too, don't get it twisted, because they have furry outsides and they look like a tomato, smell like a tomato. There's a slight peppery smell, and I'm good on smell, so I'm real good. I'm like a hound dog. I can smell fire. I'm like a dog. And I put it up against the side to see what it would do, and it's amazing. It's just amazing, the resilience of a plant. And you know how defeated I was the other day. I was just like, I'm a failure. No, don't do that. Well, you can do it, just don't stay there. Let me just tell you, it's 85 degrees in here. Freaking humid, because I did all this humidity, but you got to watch it because of the fungus. So I steamed it up a couple times, turned it down for the night, shut the door. And I got up this morning and everything germinated. Yeah. All the squash. Well, let's just see what we had. We had arugula, cabbage, cilantro, squash, and we had, oh gosh. Yeah, I marked it. CHA, which means, I don't know, something. I have it written down over here. So those germinations are totally where I should have been, because I want to grow a variety of foods. First tomatoes, to me it seems difficult, but as you start to look at them and their personality and the way that they look, the green, and it's just amazing. And they love sun, and it gets mega hot in here. I'm gonna have to utilize that shelf space that I've been telling you guys about, and I'm gonna have to start making crazy moves because I have the basement, 1,200 square foot. I have tables that have to be initiated down there. I have artificial lighting down there. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Check this out. I had a vine in the backyard that I'm in love with. People in my whole neighborhood love my vine because it crawls over to their fence and they love it. It's very lush and it's kind of like a secret hidden garden outside. So I'm doing the flowers in the bed part because I'm trying to replenish bees and monarch butterflies because that's the activism in me. But my little vine, this thing is resilient. It will cut stuff off. It will choke the living bejesus out of plants. Don't know what kind of vine it is. I grow it every year. It covers all my walls, all my windows, and everything, produces shade on that side. Because in Colorado, we don't all have air conditioning. Yeah. So, but do I care? No. Because I don't care about appearances. I mean, yeah, I have $1,000 couches, but what difference does it make? So see how this one just sucked up that feeder, and I have all these new, and it's just so beautiful. So up above, because some plants aren't going to grow right, that's where all my trimmings are going to go, and I'm going to start this little monster. It grows and gets thicker every year. It is a monstrous vine, and I love it. And look what the feed did. It just blows my mind. Because this is my decoration in here. Because I want it to create moisture, and I want it to cover the environment as a protector and to create moisture in the air, and just to do everything. I could regret this. Who knows? We'll see. Then stupid, this company sent me this little pot with the seed. And I was like, whatever. It had like clay in it or something. And I put water in it and nothing came up. It's like, stupid. But I tried it anyway. You know, we always try stuff. My celery started going downward. Let me check on it. Oh, no, we're still in the game. Celery requires a lot of water, and it gets real fickle in the sun. I haven't investigated a lot because I don't like celery. Celery's not my favorite thing in the whole world. I do like celery seed though. And it's just not something I want to play with. I took it off of a butt of an old celery that I threw in the trash. And I put it in water and it just came up. And now it's trying to vine out and do all this weird stuff. I won't even show it to you. It's so discouraging. But I just stopped liking it. I know. We love every plant, but if we just don't want to eat it, who cares? But I did make it from garbage because there is a thing on Google, how to turn your food into garbage. Or how to turn garbage into food. Sorry. Bad judgment there. So this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to give you a hint on soil. If that soil's not light, you're going to run into issues. So let me show you. If it's heavy, it's going to hold moisture and it's going to drown the root. When you put that water in, push that air pocket in there, especially if you put new soil on top, press down no matter where the center is, because that creates a reservoir and you can water. And we've talked about this before. But even as it puffs up, it has like a little dirty edge. And you just want to put your finger, and I go through and I just do it real fast. Encouraging. The chilies, the kale. My God. I mean, the feed on that was great. I'll show it to you. This was a baby. You would have thought I was totally ready for this whole video, but again, I'm not. This was about that high. It did this and has new sprouts coming out here, and I love me some collard greens and kale. And it's either or. Feels like a collard green, but has a rippled edge. I'd venture to think that this was kale. the leaves are absolutely to perfection. They're thick. They smell beautiful. They are getting rather long. I didn't expect that. And so it has to be kale. And these were the ones that weren't marked. And it's become a science project. And it's got some, its roots aren't totally, perfect. But here's another one coming up. That's just what the feed did. Feed is an amazing tool. And so between soil, feed, all these were unmarked. Remember that? And so my new germinations will be marked. And that's success. And I got to go to the doctor soon. And they're going to... But I woke up. I should have filmed it. And there was blood all down my face. Who gets blood coming out of their eye? I look like a vampire. It was weird. Weird stuff happens to me all the time. Not to that magnitude. I was in so much pain last night when I made that video. I'm not going to stop. I mean, my vegan friends watch these. My raw friends watch these. My activist friends watch these. My non-GMO people watch these. They love the links and they love it. And they're doing it too, or they're better, or they're, not trying it yet. And this is just encouraging to them. And I'm not out in the whole YouTube land. You guys know that. But it's important to chronologically keep your life in a video. It shows your growth and it encourages you. So I got offered a job this morning. Actually, I got offered to go to a conference and to speak. And who knew? And to share some things that I'm involved with. I won't tell you exactly what it is, but it's an honor to speak. And they're also asking me to speak at the university for some other things in my life. And it's just mind-blowing what that does for your confidence. It makes you feel so good about what you're doing in your endeavors. So when I go speak, I'm going to bring a plant and say, this is what life is about. It's about watching something so fragile and tiny turn into something stronger. And there's so many beautiful natural things that are happening here. Organically for me, in my soul and my spirit, there's something happening to me. And I don't fight it. I do fight it mentally sometimes. But my spirit embraces, my soul embraces the process of nature. And it's so teaching, so I can't even put words to it. So I'm going to take a plant with me. Jimmy, what's the matter? Why are you coughing? Is it hot? Oh, got something in your throat? Jimmy's getting old. I might give him a haircut today. But, so I'm being asked to sit down with some people. And can you imagine me showing up like this? Like, that blows people away too. They don't show up and I have makeup on and all that. Yeah. I'm not the type of person. I'm usually on the go, getting things done, feeding people, home. There's just a plethora of things I do, but I'm being honored, and that is just something. So I'm going to bring the plants, and I'm going to say, just sit it right there, and see what people think. I think it's a good thing, and see, this is what we go through. This is what we go through in life. So I have the eye doctor. My energy's great. I'm not in as much pain. It's still swollen. We'll find out today if I have to have the surgery. I ain't for that because that's anesthesia and numbing my organ. I'm not doing that unless I have to. But there was blood and it was kind of weird. But I feel a lot better today. The tomatoes have no more spots. My baby tomatoes just shot up like insanely. I still don't know how to flip the camera and I could care less. I'm running out of storage, so these are probably, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. And I'm just real happy. Oh, the beans, the Romano beans, did not like the feed. So, but I don't like those beans anyway. I don't. I personally do not want to eat them. So, I'm being honored, and that's something that just blows my mind. I'm going to take the plant to my speaking engagement and deal with these young people. There's going to be hundreds of young people, and I get to tell them my story about my life. And this is something new in my life, and I think it's a growing tool. And I wanted to come back on the flip side, because if I'm going to rant, I want to come back on the flip side and say, it's okay. Or these are still in question, or this is my process. So we're not moving the maters. We're going to leave them where they're at until they get a nice white base, and then move them. And then from that process, I don't want to move them again. I think I'm going to go with staking. I have a friend that lives in Alabama, and he said, that's the way we do our maters. Get some rooster shit, put it in there. You guys know I don't do animal. But he's a great influence, and he grows giant tomatoes. So he told me don't move them. Don't move them into the composting stage. So I'm off to the doctor. That's my video today. I would show you all the plants, but I just don't want to focus on that just yet because they look beautiful. I want to show you when they're starting to really, and you can compare the size. And I'm just so honored today. Like, I got so much respect today and so many acknowledgments on so many levels. And so it's hot in here. I'm a dying, and I got to get to the doctor. But I love all you beginners. I don't care who you are. I love you. And we're crazy, and we do things, and we say things, and it's cool. In the end, feed those babies. Get you a bottle that has a 1/4 teaspoon, 1/8 of a teaspoon, and get one for the tomatoes. A teaspoon. It suggests 3 after moving. I suggest it now every time. I put them in these bottles, and I let it evaporate, whatever chemicals would be in there. That way we have pure water. And you have to go down this store and buy water. No. Get it from the thing, dechlorinate it, make it happen, keep it warm, water your plants. But feed them too. Very important. It encourages them. And like I said, one day as beginners, they're going to have us a piece of fruit. And when that day comes, it's going to be a celebration. So peace from Garden Revolution. And keep up the good work, and let's not give up. Let's keep hanging in there. Going to the doctor, say a prayer for me, and let's go. It's go time. It's garden time. Yay! Oh, and don't buy no Starbucks tea. Make it at home. It's called Tazo tea. Tazo green tea in a big bag, and you steep that. Drink that, babies. Don't you be going over there and paying no $5 at Starbucks now. You just make your own. Sun tea, Tazo, green. $5 at Starbucks for one of these big old teas. Bought me an insulator cup. Exactly like Starbucks, because my friend works over there. She told me about adding the syrup. I don't have the syrup. Green tea keeps me going every day, all day long. I'll show you my kombucha ones later. Peace out.